Hello. Here I'm going to give some details on first timers are seeing this, especially people that are just getting their brand new vehicles and they have no clue parts wise or what their vehicle is. So here I'm going to do it on my Speed T from Losi. You have to remove 4 body pins which hook up onto the little black dots to keep the body down. If you do not have that, the body will fly off. This is very important. Always keep this, never throw it away. Second, we're going to name some parts, so hopefully we can do this. Shocks, front shock tower that holds the shocks up. Chamber links on the top, and on the right here are steering links. A-arms, front bulkhead. Some do not have a rear bulkhead. Some do, like this one. This actually has a bulkhead that's still hooked up on the chassis, and it's also hooked up onto the motor casing, which is right here with the big slipper clutch case. And this is the mower plane. Some have these, some don't. This is the rear shock tower. And this is the body posts. These are the rear shocks. And we have your rear hubs, chamber links, and then your shocks that hook up on the back. Mine are kind of tight at the moment on this. Weird. I have to loosen those a bit. And then you got your front caster blocks that hook up onto the wheels, and the axles that hook up onto the wheels too. Some have ball bearings like this. Some do not, which cause it to give friction and make it slow down over time, like this. This actually has ball bearings, but it's hooked up to the drive shafts, which are the links that go from the tires to the motor. Black drive shafts. This is a wheelie bar, so when people wheelie, it doesn't flip their car. And the bumper that's hooked up onto the bulkhead. Yes, this is a bumper right here on the middle. Doesn't look like one, but it is. And then there's a little A-arm brace right there. It's aluminum. And some vehicles have different turning things. This one has a bell crank, I believe, which is right here, with the servo that's right here in the box. This is the battery hold down. Servo wire, three wire, and some have the foam inserts to keep the wires on. The battery in place. You may want to keep those just for future area. And you can adjust. There's a servo saver that's in most bell cranks that you can adjust inside the area. Just take off this little guard and unloosen the little, there's a little thing like this, just loose inside the bell crank. Just loosen it up or tighten it, and it'll help prevent the servo from breaking. So if you hit a rock, and the servo, if you hit a rock, the servo won't turn that way, but the wheels will, and that will prevent the servo from breaking instead of turning it so tight and breaking the servo. And that's pretty much it. You get your front upper bulkhead right there. Some have them, some don't. It's actually upper chassis on some too. This is your motor case, your motor guard in the rear. A lot of vehicles have them, but people take them off to place motor fans and such forth on them. And then your differential inside there, inside the motor area. There's a differential, ball, and gear. All differentials have ball bearings or rubber seal ball bearings inside of them. And if they don't, then well, that's very bad for the differential area. I mean the gears. And there's an idle gear. Some have plastics, which you may want to replace when you put brushless or any higher power than stock. And some have metal, steel, or aluminum idle gears, which are well enough to hold powered brushless system. And then the whole entire main area from down below is the chassis. This part right here. This part. This is a part. This is the bulkhead too. Right here. This is part of the bulkhead. It's not the chassis. This is the chassis. This entire piece. It holds all the electronics on the vehicle. Some have batteries on the sides for four-wheel drive vehicles, and the rest have middle battery bar in the middle. And then there's your speed control, which is the unit you plug in your battery with. The servo that controls your steering, and nitros that control your throttle. If you're running the nitro vehicle, there's another servo that controls your speed for the motor. And then in the rear, by the motor casing, there is your motor, which is brushed, that contacts onto the motor rotor that's in there, and those wear out over time, so you may want to get new brushes when you upgrade to like a modified motor. And brushless is no contact, uses full electromagnetism motor, so there's no contact onto the motor rotor. It's just a magnet and another thin magnet with electromagnet causing the rotor to move. It's just held by two ball bearings. All motors are held by ball bearings, I believe, and if they're not, then well, some of them are pretty slow. But that's pretty much it. Details, and thanks for watching. Peace.